evening and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to make this concertina journal, but first I want to show you. I got back from the UK a couple of days ago and I did get to the antique centre and I got a couple of bits. I've got this book, Alpines in Colour and Cultivation, from 1947, and it's got some beautiful, as you can see here, plates in here. I'm hoping I can take the, if you can see here, take the signatures out so I can keep these plates as one page so they can start going into journals as well. But there's lots here, so I was quite pleased with that, and I liked the cover and the way it faded, so I might just start using that for something as well, not sure what. And then I also got Hymns of the Kingdom from 1933. I liked it because it had got music in it, and also this concertina journal, and someone has already torn something out of there, is going to be along the lines of a prayer journal. So I'm glad I picked that up because this is something I can put the pages in or use separately. I'm not sure yet. I'll keep that in there. And then I got these two observer books, one of grasses, sedges and rushes, and one of the wild animals. This is more, I'm not sure, this was obviously after the mid-1970s when we changed to decimal, but it's a lot more modern. But again, it's got some lovely illustrations in here that I will want to use. And I'm thinking, I haven't looked at the cover actually, is I might make a little journal from that. And then this one is older, it's 5 shillings. I can't seem to find any dates. They were all republished over the years, weren't they? Cute brown hair. Anyway, there's lots of, again, plates, ooh, snakes, no, maybe not, lizards, of wild animals, which I will use some of them, maybe not all of them when I saw that snake. There's a black rat, ooh, and a vole. So yeah, and a badger. I'm hoping again I could use this to maybe make a small journal. And then I got these for 25p each. These came, they had boxes of postcards, and some were £3, some were £1. But what I did, I went through the 25p section and found all of these. These are postcards come birthday cards. I really like that one. And this is from 1912. Birthday card. Can't see the date on that one. So I picked up quite a few of these, and this one. I love this. It's beautiful. No date on it or anything, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So that will go in a journal somewhere. I'm not sure where, if I can get around to using it. And these two I'll keep for the prayer journal, and I think they're from Italy. No idea how old, but I think I might keep that one for the prayer journal. So I'll put that in there. I'll put that one aside because I'll definitely put that in my cat one that I'll be doing. So that's what I picked up. Now today I'm doing this concertina journal, and it's inspired by Ruby and Pearl, who did one a while ago, and she used original ledger pages. I haven't got, well, I have got some, but very few. I was hoping to pick a few more up while I was away, but there wasn't anything there. And the lady I get mine from hasn't been doing any dealing for about a year now, so I'm hoping she'll come back. She lives in France. Anyway, I decided I would print out the kit, well, the fancy ledgers. I printed 5 pages. And then I also printed the Golden Prayer kit from St. Paul, and I put this onto linen paper. So it's quite thick. This is on 100 GSM, or is it 120? I'm not too sure, but I was worried about the pages being a bit thin, so I printed all this onto linen. And this is the St. Paul kit. So I will use this, and I may, I don't know, use some images from the Graphics Fairy. Maybe I'll look for some religious images from the Graphics Fairy. And I have some original prayer cards, and I have some of Ruby and Pearl's pet prayer cards. Okay, so to start off with, I don't know, I'm going to be covering the front, so I'm actually thinking I might use this piece as the front and back, and I'm going to make the front piece smaller and then probably I will, you see that meme is a bit too, I want it about that size I think for the front. I'll make the pages behind bigger. And then onto this, it doesn't really matter how you do it and what you tear down, because I'm going over like that, and then I'll fold that back on itself like that. So I will, this is going to be fun. I will glue these down, and I think I'm going to use my glue stick for now. Oops. I'll put that onto there. And then this will fold back like that. I'm not worried if it isn't straight. And then we get another piece and glue this on. Now, where's my tear ruler? Or should I try and do this by hand? I think I'll try and... like that. So I'm going to stick this onto here. Okay, so this is going to be the front and opens like this. And this will be the back and then flips like this. So what I need to do now is I want 2 pieces of, I've got 1mm chipboard that I'm going to use to go over the top here to make the front and back quite sturdy. So this is the front piece here, and what I've done is I've kind of put this on here to, when I put the chipboard on, I just wanted to make sure that this was going to come over to sort of about there, but I wasn't impeding the fold here. So first of all though, I'm going to put some, this is from the Graphics Fairy, and I'm going to stick this onto here so that this can be this will be, I'll show you, it's probably easier. I'm getting very confused. This will then glue onto there, and then this will be covered. So I just need to glue, whoops, that on. Okay, so now I need to fold these pieces in. And I do the two ends first, and I use my bone folder just to make sure it's all in position. I have to trim that off. I hope you're all well anyway. So got back from the UK last weekend, and it was very cold and wet there. I didn't enjoy it. At least I've come back to some sunshine, and it's in the early 20s, so that's quite nice. Like this. Now I just want to ink around here, around both sides as well. Right, now I've got the front, and I resized this to 130% to fit onto here. And I brought home from the UK some gold ink, just a local Hobbycraft one. And I thought I would make it a bit more luxurious, the cover. And what I'm going to do with the front is I will be clipping something over the top of this anyway. So you can see that at all. Another way to get gold onto things. I do like gold. So I just need to stick that down there. There we go. So that is the front, which will go on here. So I do need to put some glue on there. As I say, I will be putting something on the front here. So I now need to glue that onto there. I think again I will use my block or Fabri-Tac and maybe pull it out so I know. I want to leave these numbers along here. If you have any bits that are sticking up, I just put a bit of art glitter glue on there just to make sure that it's completely down. There. So that's the front. And again, it is slightly crooked. I don't mind because the whole thing is slightly crooked. There, as long as it's not hanging over. No, I'm quite happy with that. Now I will do the same with the back. I've already put this together to go onto here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I want to put it over a bit like that. So I think I'll start off by putting the glue on. Okay, so that's the back. Going back to the front, here we go. I might just that's better. Oops, I'm getting glue everywhere now. Now, one of the other things I wanted to do, and I know I said I'm not worried about if things are crooked, but I did notice here that I hadn't lined that up very well. So again, I've got some new antique lace, and I thought this piece, when I'm going to be putting antique lace in this, went quite well on there. Oh, I'll go this side, I think. Will go quite well on there. So I'm going to put that on. Okay, I think I may be putting a pocket on here anyway, I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. So that's on there at the back. And this I'm going to clip something on with a bulldog clip. So now it's about decorating. So let's do this piece first, and what I've got are I'm liking that. Do I put a pocket or something over this here, or do I go with something like this over? Something like that. Now, if that's going like that, and that's going to fold right there. That's maybe not a good idea. No, maybe what I will do is tear this down and just put this onto here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just put that straight onto there. I don't really want the picture folded in half. I think I'll use my tacky glue. Okay. So I like this. I think a pocket on here. With just a small one along there. I'm sure I will get to use all these pieces up with this piece. You know what I'm going to do? Now, okay, I have here some tea-dyed crepe paper. Yep. And I will glue this to the back here. Whoops. Oh dear, my glues have all gone funny. Glue that onto the back there. There we go. This Golden Prayer kit also has labels and things that I think I might put something on there. It has these labels here. Like that one there. There. Now, I need to go through the rest of this, doing pockets and putting cards in. There is a lot here that comes with the kit here. And I've also got these that I've made with the wax paper, and these as well. And then I've got these that I made with the handmade paper and the Mod Podge shiny stuff, for want of a better word. So I've got quite a bit already made for it to go in. Plus, as I say, they do have some pieces that can go in here as well. So I will see what they've... Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah. I like that. I think I'm going to put that in there. I don't know how I'm going to decorate it yet, what I'm going to do. Just got to make sure this sticks down either side. Okay, I'm doing the back bit now. What I've done here, I'm happy with that. That I've clipped on there. I'm not sure what I'm doing there yet, but the back bit here, I want to pocket on there, but I do want to cover this a bit, just to decorate it. So I think I'm going to take that off and just put this on here. Then there's some writing space, so I'm going to kind of do pocket or side tuck or clip on, and then a decorated page, I think. And that way there's some writing space around as well. A piece of this. You might find when I come to do a bit of a flip through, I will have added quite a bit more to it. Okay, glue this down. Okay, and now I want a pocket on here, and I'm thinking I'm going to use this. Where does it bend? There. but I need to do it the same width. Let me have a look, mark it. I need to do it the same width as the cover, or just in. I think I'll go up there. And I'm going to do something similar as I've done with the front one. Put that there. And then I've got this. I've got a few of these sort of ruffles I've made up over the weeks. I thought that very similar could go on there. I might just go over that and ink round this and then stick that on. I think I'm putting too much glue on. I'm worrying it's not going to stick, and now I've ended up putting too much glue on, I think, on these things. That's a nice side tuck I could decorate. There. So that's the back bit now. Again, journal cards. I'm tempted to put, I have something like this, and then a small card, small tag. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, back to the front. This hasn't stuck, has it? No. I do need to decorate that. This I want to put as a tuck spot here. No. Is it too tall? I might be cutting it down. I've got the prayer cards here from, oh, I like that. From Ruby and Pearl. I think I'm going to tear that down. Now, I like that on there. Do I make a double tuck spot? So I could add something like that, and I might move that one. Or do I move this over? To here. Or I go simple with one of these. Okay, I'm not sure. What I'm going to do is ink around this, glue this down, and put the prayer card, decorate it with the prayer card, but again, make a little tuck. I may be making some other tags to go in this. So, or I have got, I know what I've got is some vintage prayer cards. Okay, I have a few vintage prayer cards, which I didn't realise I had so many. something slightly bigger. This is so pretty, so fragile. Oh, I like that. I do. I put a vintage prayer card in the top. I was thinking of this because you do have room to write on the back. I know it's not a prayer card, it's a postcard. I also have this one of the Senora de Rosaria. This is from my one where I used to live in Rojales. Jesus del Gran Poder. Not sure where that came from. So it's that one or that one. I might put both in. I'll see. But anyway, I think I'm going to go with that as a... Oh, I've got two there. Didn't realise. I'm going to go with that, I think. Okay, do you know, I think this might be rather a long video now. I think I'll be back with making some tags for this and decorating some more. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't too long. There'll be probably quite a bit of cut out, but we'll see. And I'll speak to you all again soon in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.